This is letter B. The sound is B, B, B. And the animal name is buffalo, buffalo, buffalo.
A buffalo went to buy some bread, but bought a banana split instead. A buffalo, also called a bison, is a large wild ox. It has a big shaggy head and strong front legs. Long ago, many buffaloes lived in large groups on the plains of North America. People valued them for their thick hides. Native Americans and early settlers used buffalo as an important source of food.
Bucky Buffalo loved berries with bread and butter sandwiches. Bread and butter sandwiches were a special treat in his family. Bucky Buffalo's family didn't have them very often because they did not usually buy bread. Sometimes Papa Buffalo would buy a loaf of bread and some butter. Mama Buffalo would pick berries and serve the most delicious berries with bread and butter sandwiches. How they loved them! Bucky Buffalo finally saved 5 coins, all his own, and he was so excited because he could go to the store and buy anything he wanted. Bucky Buffalo made up his mind that he would buy a loaf of baked bread for berries with some bread and butter sandwiches. Bucky believed that the whole family would be pleased. How excited Bucky Buffalo became! Bucky Buffalo wrapped his 5 coins in a blue bright bandana, being careful to hold it tightly because he did not want to lose his coins. Papa Buffalo loved berries with bread and butter sandwiches. Bucky Buffalo could see Papa Buffalo now as he ate a spoonful of berries and took the first bite of his bread and butter sandwich and said, Bucky Buffalo, what a wonderful treat. You were so unselfish to think of your family. Bucky Buffalo could picture his beautiful little sister with her berries and bread and butter sandwich. Oh, Bucky Buffalo, she would say, you are a sweet brother. I love berries with bread and butter sandwiches. Mama Buffalo would not say much about it, but she might look at Bucky Buffalo with a special smile and say, I'm proud of you, Bucky. You were so unselfish. Bucky Buffalo's brother, Benji Buffalo, would have his mouth full before he could say anything, because Benji Buffalo was so very fond of bread and butter sandwiches and berries. Benji Buffalo would say, Oh, Bucky, old boy, you're a real pal of a brother. On Bison Boulevard, near the bread store, Bucky Buffalo bumped into Barry and Biffy, 2 buffalo boys. Hey, Bucky Buffalo, where are you going? Because I like berries with bread and butter sandwiches. That's why.
I've got
my whole
5
family
coins.
loves the berries with bread and
And
butter
Mom said
sandwiches.
I could buy anything
We're
I
going
wanted.
to buy big banana
bread.
splits.
Why
Barry
would you buy
Buffalo said.
bread if you can buy
Banana
anything
splits?
you want?
I like bananas,
Because
but
I like
why would you
bread
split them?
and butter sandwiches.
You mean you've never
with
had a
berries,
banana split,
that's
Bucky?
why.
What is a banana split? A banana split, Bucky, is just about the best treat available on Bison Boulevard. What's so great about a split banana? Said Bucky bashfully. Oh, no, Bucky, you don't understand. The 2 boys showed Bucky Buffalo a big picture on the ice cream window shop. See, a banana split begins with a banana. Oh, a split banana, said Bucky Buffalo. Yes, but that's just the beginning. Look, Bucky, then they put on 3 scoops of the best ice cream. You may choose blueberry, boysenberry, or butter brickle. You may even have one of each. Said Bucky Buffalo as he began to be a bit hungry. And then, said Biffy Buffalo, they put on some blackberry sauce, or some carob sauce, or some butterscotch sauce. Bucky Buffalo's eyes began to bulge, and then they put on a great big blob of whipped cream, a bunch of nuts, and a cherry on top, said Barry Buffalo. Bucky Buffalo's mouth was beginning to water. Bucky could smell the banana, he could taste the whipped cream, he could see the cherry, and he could feel the cold ice cream on his tongue. Barry and Biffy, a banana split sounds good, but I was going to buy a loaf of bread, said Bucky Buffalo. Come on, Bucky, go with us and get a banana split. You don't want berries and bread and butter sandwiches when you can buy a banana split. And they led Bucky Buffalo into the ice cream shop. Well, sure enough, they made the banana split just as Biffy Buffalo and Barry Buffalo had told Bucky Buffalo. First, take a banana, split, of course, and 3 big scoops of ice cream, either blueberry, boysenberry, or butter brickle. and then some blackberry sauce or some carob sauce or some butterscotch sauce. It looked good. Bucky Buffalo could hardly wait. And then they added a big blob of whipped cream, a bunch of nuts, and a big red cherry. Oh, how good it looked! The three boy buffaloes sat down to eat the big banana splits. The banana did taste delicious, and the ice cream did feel ice cold and good against the tongue. The sauce was sweet and sticky, and the whipped cream was light as a cloud. For a little while, no one said anything. Isn't that delicious, Bucky Buffalo? Aren't you glad you got a banana split? Bucky Buffalo wasn't too sure about this. Bucky Buffalo, yes, he definitely did have a stomachache, and there was lots of banana split left. But it just didn't seem to matter anymore. I think I'll go home, fellows, Bucky Buffalo said. I don't feel too well, really. Okay, Bucky, see you later, said the other two, busily eating the rest of their whipped cream. Bucky Buffalo slowly left. He really felt a bit sick. Could he really have paid 5 coins for that? The money surely hasn't lasted long. Why had Bucky Buffalo let the other buffaloes talk him into it? Now there was no money for the loaf of bread, and he had so wanted to give his family the fun of eating berries and bread and butter sandwiches. Bucky was quiet and bothered as he went home. It didn't seem to be very important to have had what the other buffaloes had. Eating that big banana split all by himself without sharing with his buffalo family didn't seem very satisfying now. The banana split was gone in such a big hurry. Now Bucky Buffalo couldn't do what he really wanted to do, giving his family a treat. I am sad to say that Bucky Buffalo was not the least bit happy. Boys and girls, we need to always remember that the most important thing in life is to please God. It is not always best to do what others are doing, even if it looks fun. It may look fun at first, but the fun in doing foolish things lasts only for a short time. We should try to please God by doing what is right and by doing for others. If we do these things, then we will have true joy.
Let us read these words phonetically. B, A, B. B, A, bear. B, A, bar. B, E, B. B, E, be. A, B, abe. A, B, ab. A, B, ab. E, B, eb. E, B, eb. B, A, bay. B, A, s, base. B, A, r, bear. B, A, bear. B, A, s, bass. B, A, baba. B, A, r, bar. B, E, b. B, E, b. B, E, beef. B, E, beam. A, B, abe.